This is a tutorial on how to make the space station wall panels from the pre-cut masonite pieces. We'll first start with the most difficult piece, and from there you should be able to have the skills to make the other pieces quite easily. Let's get started. The first piece shown here, find all the pieces and build a puzzle so that you have everything put together along with the template right next to it. The next step is to punch out all of the pieces from the template as shown and have the black side face up. We will now focus our attention on the small grate near the bottom. Take that template piece, punch out the inner piece of it, and we're going to be recessing the single piece into the larger piece. Whenever you want to recess a piece, you need to have the white side of the template facing up. We will now place the large piece on top of the white template, and we'll place the small piece so that it now is flush with the tabletop surface and should appear recessed into the larger piece. Once it's recessed, I used Elmer's white glue and glued it around the seam of the recess. Set this aside to dry. Now we will focus on the large part of the panel. As you can see here, the template has been cut out, all the pieces have been removed, and we have our panel sitting next to it. Because we want to now cause these pieces to pop out toward us, we will flip the panel over to the black side. With the black side facing up of the template, place your wall panel face down on top of that. To know that it's face down, the etched grooves should not be showing. Insert the rest of the pieces as shown, and they will recess into the piece. Once we glue them in place and turn the panel over, they will then be popping out toward you. Glue all of the seams with Elmer's white glue as shown in the picture. Set this aside until it is dry. Once the smaller grate is finished drying, as you can see in the picture, the Elmer's glue has turned clear. We're now ready to insert this in as well. It will be popping out just like the other panels that are currently in this wall piece. To insert that piece, turn it over and insert it into the opening as shown. As you can see, the small piece that was recessed is now popping out because it's the back side. Again, we want the little grooves on that piece to be facing outward, so those are going down into the opening. We will then glue along the perimeter of that piece so that it stays in place. Once those are dry, you can flip the panel over. Notice that all of the pieces are now flush with the template, with the exception of the two rectangles in the middle that are still open, and the one larger rectangle with the grooves in it that is recessed into that larger grate. At this point, you can remove the template carefully from the wall panel to reuse it. Now that you've taken the template out, place the panel back on top of the template so that the white side of the template is facing up and the popped out portion, or the front of the panel, is also facing up. Again, let me say that again. The white side of the template should be facing up at this point, and the panel should be facing up as well on top of it. Now you can insert the two smaller rectangular pieces with grooves facing upward, and they should recess into the panel. Glue is shown before on the perimeter of those pieces. Set aside and let dry. Once that is dry, you now have a finished wall panel. It should look like the pictures here at the end. I hope this tutorial helps you understand how to recess and pop out different pieces that you want. Again, you can use reference photos to do the other remaining panels, or do them how you wish. That's the beauty of this system, is that you can choose how you want your panels to look. Enjoy!